name is Deface Dean Stockton. I'm here at Corrie Helfer Gallery. My early origins were, I guess, heavily influenced by and directly referencing pop art, and I feel like I explored that quite heavily. It was meant to be pop art with a dark undertone that was more relevant to our society and more angled at consumerism and politics. And I guess I found my own form within that and started to develop a style based upon that that wasn't referencing that. Which is essentially this body of work that you see around me. And within that is a refined style, much slicker and cleaner and graphic, and it reminisces to the skateboard graphics, at the same time as obviously referencing pop art, which is the thing I was inspired by as a kid. But with that, it still has a dark undertone. And rather than it being about consumerism, it's more about social currency. It's more about relationships, love and loss, than it is about what you're eating, what you're buying, what you're wearing. Within a body of work or a show, there's sort of a seed that's sown to maybe grow into another body of work. And I might close that one off and come back to another one. You know, I'm trying to grow or start fires within my own world and then be able to pull from them and go back to them. And you know, I used to play with superheroes a lot, and then at some point I was like, no more superheroes. And it wasn't like I'm never going to do them again. It just felt like I'd gone down that path quite heavily. I think I'd made enough of a statement about what that was about for me to move on from that. So now it's more, you know, I'm really interested in working in 3D installations, especially within a public domain. In terms of what goes where, it depends on the wall shape and the country that they're in. I always want them to be highly visible because it's about an interaction with the public. If they're tucked away, that can be cool too, but obviously the more interaction with the public, for me, the better it is. I've tried to refine the eyes over time. People naturally are drawn to the windows of the world or the windows of the soul, and I think it's really important that they have another level of detail to them. Along the road are, from the early days, the advertising in Thrash magazine mainly, the artwork on the boards, Santa Cruz, Jim Phillips, Vernon Coulton Johnson for POW, which strangely were bought by my mum for me, and she had no idea of the context or the influence that they was going to have. So I thought I had to be a pro skateboarder, and I was like, oh, maybe then I get to draw my own graphics. And it wasn't until much later did someone say to me, oh no, this is an illustrator that does this is an artist that does this. Roll on a few years later, and after I've got heavily stoned, failed college twice, tried to do photography, failed, I managed somehow in a last-ditch attempt to get onto a course to study animation. My mum didn't believe me, my dad didn't believe me. For them, they were going to get me jobs. You know, I was going to apprentice with my dad, who was a metal fabricator and a painter for cars. And my mum worked in a bank as a bank clerk, and she was like, yeah, I'll get you working in a bank. Both of which things petrified me. So I studied animation, did really well. That led me into a sort of fine art graphics course, came out of that degree, and got a job immediately working as a graphic design illustrator in an advertising company. And whilst I was quite good at it, and whilst I got paid quite well to do it, I just knew that wasn't what I was destined to do or was meant to be doing. It wasn't what I'd studied to do. It was just like a default job from that. So I started to revisit the things I was into as a kid, and that was skateboarding and that was graffiti. And I became quite aware early on of Shepard Fairey's work with the Obey campaign. So I hit him up in email and was like, hey, I'm putting these stickers up. If you send me some stickers, I'll put them up for you. And we just connected. I suddenly got all these amazing stickers from Shepard, and that was me hand drawing my stickers, and I was like, oh, he's screen printing his stickers like proper skateboard stickers. I need to step my game up, so I taught myself how to screen print. And the transition from working full-time and having a decent salary at the time was petrifying. You know, I was really like, how am I going to make this leap? And I guess that's why a lot of people don't make it. I didn't hate the job, I didn't love it. I didn't really see a future in it for me. And I realised at some point I was going to have to make a decision, which was commitment to my own work and hope it works and makes sense, or a commitment to my job and kind of put my stuff on pause. And I just wasn't prepared to put my stuff on pause, so I took a leap. And I realised as soon as I'd taken that leap, I should have taken it sooner. You know, my father always wanted to have his own business and never did. And I just looked at him doing a job that he didn't really love, and my mum hating her job, and thought, I'd never want to be like that. I don't want to wake up every day and wish my life away. I want to wake up every day and it's a new day and I'm excited about going into my studio. I guess I've just put the idea of everyday happiness and creativity first in front of the idea of money. And I'd just say, if you really are thinking about making the leap, make it.